What?
So, let's look at what happens here. Do you have your notes page? You grab it when you walk in. So, 7 plus 8 is 15. 15 is greater than or less than 10? Greater than. So that forms a triangle. That's awesome. Okay, what happens as we start to shrink this? Whoa, what's happening to my triangle? It's collapsing. Is this still a triangle?
Yes.
What's 5 plus 6? Is 11 still bigger than 10? Kendall, what can I do for you?
I need one.
Okay.
Dimitri took
You have 2 legs. Oh, okay, you're asking Megan. Okay, good.
You'd also need some bite your orange.
So notice, as this number gets closer to this number, Dimitri, go ahead and turn your desk back around. Our triangle gets shorter and shorter and flatter until, it collapsed. What's 4.5 plus 5.5?
11.
It's 10. 10 is 10 bigger than 10?
No.
No. So what would our theorem be? What would our theorem be about the side lengths of a triangle and what they would have to do?
They collapse at a certain point.
They collapse at a certain point. And what point is that?
When it's less or equal to the number that it.
When the when the sum of the legs equal the base? We can't necessarily call them legs because it's not an isosceles triangle. But when you add any 2 sides of a triangle, what must be true compared to the third side? Do you want it to be bigger or smaller? Do you want this number to be bigger or equal to or smaller?
Smaller, bigger.
Bigger. We want it to be bigger. So in your notes, here's your theorem. When you add 2 sides of a triangle, the sum must be greater than the third side. Greater, by greater in all caps, greater in all caps, greater. When you add any 2 sides of a triangle, the sum must be greater than the third side. Or else, it won't reach. You won't be able to form a triangle just like with your markers. It won't be able to reach. So you add any 2 sides, the sum has to be greater than the third side. Cool? We had an experience with it. Those markers, they wouldn't reach each other if they didn't add up to be greater than the third. All right. So, take a look at your notes in the board. Can a triangle have these side lengths? So we've got to add up our 2 smallest, and we've got to see if it's greater than the third. If it's not greater, they can't reach.
Yes.
Well, let's do the first one together, and then I'll have you do the next 2. I want you to circle the 2 smallest. Everybody circle the 2 smallest numbers. Circle them. 3 and 7. Oh, mine's in a different order. Yours was already in numerical order. Okay? What is 3 plus 7? 10. We want 10 to be greater than our third side. Is 10 greater than 8? So the answer to A is yes, a triangle can have those lengths. I want you to do B, C, and D without saying the answers out loud. Go.
Wait, where's D? Yeah.
Oh, I guess you just have to add D. That's our above and beyond one. Torin, what'd you get for B?
No.
No. So what is 3 plus 6? 9. How does 9 compare to 10? Less than. It's less than. So we would say no. Very good. Jeanette, what did you get for C?
No.
You got no. What are our 2 smallest?
2 and 7.
What do they add up to? What happened when the markers were the same? When there was 2 down here and then 2 right here and here. It collapsed and it made a segment. Very good. 9 equals 9. They can't be equal. Can't.
Because in the tops.
Then they collapse. Philip's not here. Catherine's not here. Alea, what is A plus A? 2A. 2A. Is that greater than, less than, or equal to 3A? Less than. So would that form a triangle?
No.
Wouldn't reach. It would not be able to reach. So it's yes, no, no, no. Okay? Good on. 2 sides of a triangle have lengths 8 and 10. What could be the lengths of the third side? Ashley, give me a length you think the third side could be, and we'll find out if it'll work. Just give me a length. Not Kendall, Ashley.
18.
Okay, 18. So could the third side be 18?
No.
If my bottom was 18, would 10 and 8 be able
That
to
would
reach?
equal 18.
What is 10 plus 8?
18.
So by the time they touch, it would collapse. I know we're laughing. Okay, so 18 would not work. Give me another number. From Ashley this time.
16.
16. Okay, would 16 work? Thank you, Ashley. 16. What is 10 plus 8? 18. Is that bigger than 16?
No.
So
Yes.
16 would work. 16 would work. What else would work?
Okay, like 20 or something. 9.
9. Would 9 work? Okay, so now 10 is the largest one. 10. Would 8 be able to reach to 9?
Yes.
17 is way bigger than 10. Totally. 9 would work. 16 would work. Would 3 work? Let's see.
Yeah.
8, 10, and 3. So 10 is down here. Here's 8, and here's 3. What's 8 plus 3? 11. Is that bigger than 10?
Yeah.
Okay. So what is the very smallest we could get? 3 was cutting it pretty close. 11 is just barely bigger than 10. What's the smallest number it could be?
2.
What about 2? What's 2 plus 8? Oh, so it can't be 2.
It's 3.5.
So 3. What about 2.1? What about 2.01?
Oh, yeah.
What about 2.0000001?
Yeah. No, but
So 2 is, you're correct, 2 is our smallest. We need to be
Infinite.
greater than 2. We need our third side to be greater than 2. Can it be greater than or equal to? Can't equal to. Just some number greater than 2. What does it have to be smaller than? We said 18 didn't work, but 16 did work. 17 would work. What about 17.2? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 18 is actually our max. We can't get bigger than 18. We can't equal 18, but 18 is our max. So how do we come up with these numbers? How do you form a 2 if we've got 8 and 10? Where did the 2 come from?
You should subtract them.
Yeah, Megan, good job. 10 minus 8. We subtract them.
Yeah.
Where did the 18 come from?
You add them.
You add them. That couldn't get easier. Add the 2 numbers, that's your max. Subtract the 2 numbers, that's your min. Everybody write this down. This is the answer, the thing I boxed. You don't have to circle the 2 and the 18. 2 and 18 with the letter S in the middle. I just write S for side. The third side has to be smaller than 18 and greater than 2. So that's the answer to number 2. Want to try number 3?
Sure.
Sure. Give you a second to do it by yourself. Can you do number 3? Find the max and find the min. You're just adding and subtracting instant. Wink, wink. Can you do number 3, please? Can you do number 3? I know you're having trouble focusing, but it's a pretty easy problem. Kenneth, what's your answer to number 3? Okay, what I want you to do is take these 2 numbers and I want you to add them together. $55 is your max. Now I want you to subtract them.
3.
Okay, so we've got a max and we've got a min. What do? We put S in the middle and we put our inequality signs. We want S to be less than 55, but S needs to be greater than 15. That's the answer.
Yeah.
So this is really easy. I'm going to yell out a number and you're going to tell me if it could be the third side or not. 23, Yasmin. Could 23 be the third side? Does 23 fit between these 2 numbers or does it not fit? Yes. Okay. Dimitri, 8. Could 8 be a third side?
No.
No. Danica, 55.7. Could that be the third side? No. Doesn't fit. It has to be smaller than 55, greater than 15. Do we get this? 1, 2, 3, flip your paper. Flip.
Good day.
My name is Bob.
This one isn't on it. Okay, so we're going
I
to
lost my
Oh. Things are not showing up today on my Smartboard. Okay. Cool. Okay, I'll draw the picture. I know what the picture looks like. Okay, I'm just making up numbers. 17. Okay. A, B, C. I know this isn't in your notes. Okay, you're a landscape architect and you're designing a triangular, what's it called, deck for a family. And you want to put lounge chairs in the two biggest angles, but guess what? You don't carry around a life-size protractor with you. Do any of y'all carry around a life-size protractor? No, so you're not going to be able to measure the angles. But Dimitri, what you do know is how long each side of your deck is because you designed it. So knowing the side lengths only, knowing the side lengths, how can you tell which angles are the biggest? Raise your hand if you have an idea. Which two angles are the biggest, knowing that these are the sides? Okay, everyone do this like you're praying. Do this. Do this. We're not actually going to pray. Promise. Do this. Ashley, Kenneth. The distance between your fingertips is a side. Okay, ready? Open your angle. What is happening to the distance between your fingers? So as the angle gets bigger, the side gets... Okay, now start to close it. As your angle gets smaller, the side gets... Smaller. So which one of these is the biggest angle?
18. Or C and B.
21.
21 is the biggest side. What angle is opening up to 21?
B.
Angle B. You have now just found the biggest angle and you didn't measure anything. Dimitri, what's going on?
Nothing.
The biggest angle opens up to the biggest side. The bigger your angle gets, the larger your side is because it's opening up to that side. So now we're back to your notes because I know I lost you. So, where it says in your notes, the largest angle is always across from the largest side. Largest angle, largest side. Medium angle, guess what? Huh. Medium side. Smallest angle, smallest side.
Oh my God, you're so silly.
So the bigger the angle, the bigger the side. But we're not looking at sides that are next to, we're looking at across. So across is a very important word. Across, across, across. Across, across, across. So in my picture, Lewis M., which side is the largest? Color, give me a color. Nope.
Orange.
The longest side? The longest side is the orange?
I
And
can't
this
see
is,
the colors.
oh, okay. This is the biggest number, so you look across from the biggest number. And that would be the longest
Yard.
side. Dimitri, what's the middlest side? That's not a word.
Purple.
Purple is my middlest side. Perfect. 40 is my middle number, so you go across from 40.
Yeah.
I'm going to move on. This is way too obvious. Where's the largest side? Across from? Hundreds an angle. So you have to go across, and that's my largest side. Medium side. Across from? The 50. And the smallest side would be left over. Okay. Moving on. List the angles from smallest to largest. First of all, Julius is not here. Megan, how do you write an angle?
You put that little triangle sign.
Almost. That angle symbol. Okay. So that would be how I name an angle. That's angle A. I want you to name the angles from smallest to largest. Go ahead and do it. How do you find the smallest angle? Well, it's across from the smallest side.
We don't even have that.
Oh, you don't have that?
It's blank.
Well, good. I'm making you look at the board so you couldn't work ahead. Travis, which angle is the smallest?
R.
Thank you. You find the smallest side and you go across. So everybody's putting angle R first. Comma. Lewis A., which angle comes next? Perfect. Here's our middle side. Go across from it. Angle M is next. And by process of elimination, angle F would have to be last. Angle F. You've got to put the angle symbol. If you don't put the angle symbol, you're naming a point and not an angle. Next one. List the angles from smallest to largest. Same thing. I'm going to give you a minute. Don't say anything out loud. You have the picture this time. No excuses. Smallest angle across from the smallest side. Ashley and Kendall, y'all are done with this one? Done with this example on your paper? It's already there? We're doing this right here. We're listing letters. Just put the letters from smallest to largest. Which letter is the smallest? Which angle is the smallest? Nasia, you ready? What'd you get? Angle.
Oh man, I didn't.
Smallest side. You look across from the smallest side. Okay. Angle in.
Oh.
Dimitri's got this.
Oh yeah.
Nom. Nom. Angle, nom. Well, not really. You have to list them separately. Angle in is the smallest. Angle M is the largest. And O's in the middle.
I think she said that.
Okay, now we gotta list sides. Shelby's not here. Torin, how do you name a side? Yeah, how do you name a side of a triangle? How do you name it? Like, what do you write on paper? No. It's triangle. Yes, very good. So if I wanted to name side AB, I would put capital A, capital B with a segment on top.
Okay.
That's how you name a side. Nika, are you okay? Are you okay?
Extra quiet.
You
Not
are, you're
talking.
extra quiet. Yeah.
That's all that y'all.
Just worry about it. Okay, Jeanette, which side is the shortest?
W.
Yay! BW. Write it exactly like me. Practice. Write it.
Big woman.
You find the smallest angle and you point an arrow away from the smallest angle. Alea, what comes next? Ah, Jeanette.
Sorry, I had to.
B-I, capital B, capital I with the segment on top. Is that the same as IB?
No.
Totally
Yes.
is. B-I and IB are the same segment. By process of elimination, what's left? IW or WI. The order does not matter. Doesn't matter, doesn't matter. Woo, we're almost through. List the sides from shortest to longest. Uh-oh. What's this missing? An angle.
So you just
You
have
need to add these up and subtract from 180. I'm going to let you do it. Go. Add them up and subtract from 180.
But I didn't grab a
Got it.
Then do it by hand. If you choose not to go get a calculator, you choose to do it by hand. Ashley, I was going to call you next, but you're sleeping. Kenneth, did you find the missing angle?
You didn't get
Oh,
called.
can I give them one?
55? Okay.
B5.
Can I say it?
You may say it, Jeanette.
All of them?
Huh?
All of them?
Please.
D-R-A-D.
D-R.
A-D.
Doctor
A-D.
and A-R.
Anderson.
Ask me a question. You have more